Hey guys, so today we are doing a very quick book review on The Witch's Daughter, so let's get started. So, like I said, we're going to do a book review on The Witch's Daughter, and I love holding this book because I love this cover. Anyway, distractions. So, I got this book, I want to say this was a part of a chunk of books that I got that were NaNoWriMo books, and if you don't know what NaNoWriMo books are, National Writers Month, NaNoWriMo, yeah, National Writing Month. Anyway, it's the month of November. Go to the website actually if you haven't got it, and I'm gonna put that right there because I forgot what it is right now. It's saved in my laptop. But NaNoWriMo, I tried it last year, didn't go so well, work got in the way, but this year I'm on it and I'm doing it. But it's basically where for the month of November you have this nice support group, your online support group, and even in person, because I have a group here that live near me that meet up at a Starbucks down the road every like Saturday on the month of November, something like that, like every Tuesday or Saturday. They meet up at Starbucks and they help each other just write. And so the whole point is just to write the book. No editing, no going back and rereading, no nothing like that. You literally just put the words on the page for the month of November, and then your book's done. And there's goals too, like there's different goals and stuff like that you get during the whole time. And then what you do is, I think it's January, you go back and edit and everything like that. So books have come out of this that are amazing, amazing books. And I think this was one of the books that I bought during that time, because I remember when I was doing the research on NaNoWriMo, I looked at it and I grabbed a bunch of books that were from that. And I think this was one of them. But I loved this book. First off, look at that cover. Love that cover. It's so stinking cute to me. I don't know why. There's something about it that just makes me look at it and go, I gotta read it. Like, it just pulls you in. I love this cover. Love it. So, this one is by Paula Braxton, and it's The Witch's Daughter. So this is a really cool book. I started reading and I kind of was a little confused at first because it does go between current day and then back in time. So this is a witch who has lived over an extended period of time, and so goes back and forth in time, you know, to a current time, going back. So it does go to different time frames, but I do like that about this book because I love being able to know where the character came from, her family background, things like that, how she became the way she is, and plus it's getting into a friendship that she has in current day. So I really like that. I really enjoyed, it felt like the history parts were very, very authentic. So I feel like she did a lot of research for those parts because, I mean, there's parts where the main character, I can't remember what year range it was, but she was in the medical field, which, you know, pretty much before the 70s and 80s, women weren't really, I mean, the medical field, they were nurses and that's about it. Like doctors and stuff like that, they weren't. But I remember she was in the medical field at one point, and just being able to read a little bit more about the history in the medical field, I think that was really interesting to me. There was a lot of it, I felt like the history was true to the time periods and things like that. So I really enjoyed this book. I love the main character in the sense that during her, you know, she had that, I feel like she had that growth from her childhood when this all started, all the way through current day. She started out as the child who didn't understand the world that much, and then she grew as she went along, and then she was very wise towards the end. So I really like that, and she was kind of mentoring someone else. So I really, really like that. And I love the fact that it wasn't, like, don't get me wrong, I love my Harry Potter books. You can ask anyone. I love, love, love Harry Potter. And I love a lot of books that have those stereotype witches and things like that. But I feel like this was a little bit more honest. Obviously, it's still a lot of fiction. But, you know, it had her in the garden, and it had her with certain teas or certain like mixtures of herbs that helped with different things. So that's one thing I do like about this. Instead of being very mystical, magical, kind of like obviously feeling it's a completely different world, feeling like part of this could have taken place, you know, just because, you know, I feel like that's more authentic, and I liked that. I liked feeling like It had 1 foot in the real world with 1 foot not in the real world. So 1 foot on either side. I feel like it was straddling the line, and I really like that. There are more books. She has quite a few other books. I'm wondering if I don't think I have a list in here, do I? I have The Winter Witch, I think is what it's called. I don't know if that's the next one. I think it is the next one. And then I know there's a second book to this book. Like, so The Winter's Witch is a different person. This one is, there's a second book to her story. So I actually do want to get around to reading that, but I do want to read the other ones first. I know she has multiple ones, but I have the Winter's Witch, and I'm going to read it. I just decided to go ahead and, you know, while I was at Harry Potter World, start rereading the Harry Potter series. So I'm on that right now. And then I'm going to get to the Winter's Witch and read that. Love this book though. Loved it. In the back, this has one of my favorite things that books can have. Reading group section, I guess the word is. So it's like about the author, behind the novel, keep on reading, recommended reading, things like that. So it has like stuff from the author, little section. Does it have questions? Yeah, reading group questions. So this is great for, you know, if you're teaching in college, in high school, I think this would be better for college and high school kids. I don't think this would go any younger than that. But this is a great way to have at the end of books, stuff like that, so you can give it to your kids. Or, you know what? If you homeschool your kids, that's a good thing to do as well. Or if you just love reading like me, and I do kind of want to find a reading group now. I'm reading so much that I want to find a group of people I can read with. And then you have the questions at the end you can go through with your group. So I love, 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 love that about putting the questions and stuff like that at the end. So that is pretty much it. So thank you, Paula Braxton, for writing this and for writing the others, because I'm super excited about reading the others. I think she does a great job. She has a great writer's voice, and it makes it pretty easy to just go through and read it and visualize everything that's going on, since, like I said, it's going through history and it's going through different time frames, so I'm able to visualize the time frame very well, and I like that. So that's it, because I've gone over time, and I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Go ahead and let me know if you've read this book or any of her other books in the comments, and we'll go ahead and start a discussion on that. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on anything else, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.